Good morning, everybody. Health Check here. It is June 4, 2022. I think it's already after 6:30, maybe going on 7. I don't recall exactly what time it is. This is prepping with the Czechchick. We're prepping for the storm still, and I'm glad that I decided to discuss essentials for storm prep, whether it be a personal, private storm or what you're working through, or an actual weather storm, which we are having currently here on the Treasure Coast in Denton Beach. You can see the and hear the loud rain, downpour, thunderstorms, and lightning here all night. I slept great. Lots of folks out there like the different venues of lightning, thunderstorms on tin roofs, or heavy-duty rain in their environment to sleep soundly. That black screen, the black noise, that the white noise, whichever it's called. I really don't even remember what it's called. Anyway, good morning to all of you. It's me, Tracy, and my patio. I had to move furniture in off the carport closer into the center, as you can see here, and my aloe plant that I devised to put together for myself blew out of the container because I did not have it properly secured. Now, here's a good example of a pole that has stood the test of time. This pole will never, ever go away. It's bent and it's got its purpose. And these buildings are fantastic because they're concrete, the way things are supposed to be built. They'll withstand a hurricane, God willing, and any kind of tropical storm or weather that we're having. Right now, I'm gonna put the video underneath the camera, underneath the lamp post over there, where you can get a very good bird's eye view of exactly how powerful the wind is right now. It's blowing rather fast. My legs are getting wet here on the edge of the carport. You can see up there in that lamp, the rain is really pouring. I don't know the exact amount of precipitation that we've had thus far, but we are having a tropical storm. A lot of the newscasters, the news organizations, the owners of the news organizations who make money from viewers, they like to sometimes exaggerate and overhype and take advantage of some of the people that are less aware, perhaps some older folks or people, I don't want to say gullible, but we're all gullible at times, and that's where our discernment comes in handy. For instance, if you're driving today, if you're walking, these are all our modes of transportation. If you're grabbing the bus this morning or getting a taxi cab, you're walking along the street, a car could go by, you could get soaked. Are you prepared? Do you have an extra layer of clothing on or in your bag? Is today a good day for your quilted handbags and your cotton totes? No, always have a backup, something that's Scotch guarded, which really doesn't ever work, or a leather that repels water, and most of them do. Nowadays, our leather is great. There are some vegan leathers out there too, and vegan cottons as well, but some of the leathers are water repellent and somewhat water resistant. It's good luck finding a water resistant raincoat that doesn't suffocate you and gives you. So we have our handy fire extinguisher here always. Czechchick did an expose on fire safety. A shout out to Jamie Smith. Yep, our Jamie Smith out there in Gideon's Army land. We love you, Jamie Smith. We love your service. Hi to Loretta and Midnight Special and everybody out there in your neck of the woods. Thank you for your service in responding to our emergencies, whether they be emergency or non-emergency fire, etc. You're always there helping us out, Jamie Smith. Thank you for all that you do for us and for all your prayers and for your love. Okay, Brother Jamie. So anyway, I was reviewing some of my videos, seeing that I am quite the amateur. So I'm glad I can learn and hopefully get better and improve what I'm doing here. And I am enjoying myself. I hope you are too. We're gonna go ahead inside and talk a little bit about, as I was naturally getting ready for my morning and having the powerful moldy cup of coffee, which tasted pretty good this morning. I do like excess heavy cream in my coffee because it's a healthy fat for me. I like fats, and my body responds well to heavy whipping cream, just like my grandma, the Czechchick Ness. The ultimate shout out to my grandma up there in heaven. Grandma Liz Novak, that's right, we love Grandma Novak. So I haven't seen this neighbor since I've arrived last week, and there the door just blew open. So we're gonna head inside and I'm going to share with you some of the things I have arranged and organized for our prep kit, our Czechchick prep kit, and storming, and it is storming. So we slept fantastic, and we're inside the abode. And again, you know, you don't think shelter or housing is that important sometimes, or you think it'll never happen to you, where you're not sure, you're not secure that you have a home, a roof over your head. I only have this place that I've just been informed. They're so laid back here, which I do love. My landlord and the person I'm doing business with to secure this housing, she informed me that they're so booked at these 15 cottage resort here that or you know, there are a few women and men here living here annually around just every day. This is their residence, so they're trying to get me accommodated, and I really appreciate what they're doing for me. As you can see, we're all about Ocean City, New Jersey. There's also an Ocean City, Maryland as well. We spent lots of time at Ocean City. And there's Lincoln. He's sleeping in today. Yep, I've got my buddy with me. I'm taking a break from Lincoln Broadcasting. I don't want to freak anybody out when I do the third person voice for him. He's just a fun, inanimate toy that we use to get some points across. My Bible's over on the table, and we are utilizing that quite a bit. Every day, all the time. If you're not reading the book, why are you not reading the book? If you think you can't get anything from the book, or you read the same book, the same chapter, and the same verse, and you don't know what the purpose or the goal is, then you're doing something wrong. And that's okay. We all have to learn. Now we're going to head in here. I'm going to have to flip the camera around, and we're going to talk about the prepping. This is almost the office. Lots of folks like to call their bathroom the office. You can hear the rain out the window, our great old-fashioned windows, and the bathroom is yellow. Mellow yellow, and it makes it sunshiny in here all the time. This reminds me of my grandma's bathroom, again, in North Jersey, downstairs. She had the coolest bathroom with the coolest lighting fixtures like that. Where do you see a light like that with the pole chain? And I know my brother up there in Jersey loves pole chains on his lighting fixtures. He has some trouble with them from time and time again. They break. But peace, and that's another good sign that I'm in the right house. I have peace emblems on both mirrors, which I think is hysterical and wonderful. I love the peace symbol, and that's been adhered to the mirror here for God knows how long. And I also have this awesome tub, which I am going to share with you. It's a petite miniature size tub, like the way they need to be. We don't need all that extra space, do we? This actually has, I think, the for disabled, the people that need assistance. And believe me, it can happen at any age where you just need an extra little handle to jump on there. But this place is just exactly what I needed and wanted. And I've got a built-in dresser into the wall. How handy, and is that great for organization? That bin will come in handy as much as you don't want to look at it, because it may represent someone that you loved, a family member, or yourself, having been in the all-horrid hospital. Yes, el hospital es muy mal, and nobody, no te gustamos si hospital la medicina y enfermera. Nobody wants to be sick, and nobody really even wants to be an enfermera anymore. Enfermera is nurse. If you're out there making 6 or 7 figures a year because you agreed to have poison put in your arm, then I'm all more power to you. I'm not trying to be rude. It's a personal choice. I got out of the clinical arena in the hospital long before our pandemic of COVID hit us, back when I worked at the height of the AIDS and the cancer crisis. AIDS, HIV, all of that, and it was quite draining and quite a bit on me as far as what it does to you. But you can only do the best you can and try to make a difference in people's lives that are terminal, that are saying goodbye to this world, and they have to get right with themselves and their partners and their loved ones and their God and their Lord. So God bless all of you this morning. God bless the United States. God bless Donald Trump, and God bless Jensen Beach and our storming that we're having. It is the rainy season, and they used to say that hurricane season was more of a, I believe, June or July through the fall months of October, November. I think it ends sometime, but we don't go by that. You can't, there's not a season that's in stone anymore for storms, tropical storms, hurricanes, winds, rain, and we have certain flood zones here. We do keep track, but again, as I started to say and didn't finish, I have a bad habit of doing that. Again, trying to improve on my linguistic skills and my video time. and how I share the information I have that I like to. But a lot of the folks out there in TV land, they like to capitalize and get people all worked up, and it's a money-making scheme that, oh my God, we're gonna have a hurricane, the world's gonna come to an end, and you need to spend $1 million on water and extra bags and storage, and oh my God, the store's gonna close, I'm not gonna have this or that. There's only so much you can do to weather the storm. So we're gonna, I don't think I can do it this way. Oh, actually I can see it in the mirror. So maybe I'll do it this way. That's actually a good idea. I can see it in the mirror. I'm gonna take this nasty plug out, and that just happens to have a plug up there too. What a freaking awesome lamp. I can talk about that light all day. I love the fixture. The fixture is just awesome. So when it comes to being prepared with your storm, personal storm, your camping, you're out, you've got to say, gee, what's the most important thing? Well, stay tuned. We're gonna come back and talk about things you might think are not important. We're gonna be chill, and we also can be happy. Tins, vitamins, supplements, your deodorant. What kind of deodorant are you using? Antiperspirant or deodorant? You should want to perspire. Perspiration is good. At one point, I did not perspire enough, and I noticed after using Martin's Thyroidine, which is an iodine supplement, I didn't need it full time. It straightened out my my hormonal levels for temperature and perspiration, and made me much more healthier. That's Thyroidine at Martin at Life Enthusiast. So you have Altoids, maybe, if you like them or not. The tins are very useful later on for prayers. Cut up pieces of paper, put them in your prayer box. Put your personal things in your prayer box. I have little collections of rocks and stones and other doodads and gizmos in my toolbox. Your snacks, your snackety snicks. Your Kuzmi tea is like, I found this at an actual clinic. I went in to do some research, and this was free for the taking. They said, this tea's been around since 1867, and it's a lovely tea in a satchel, the way I like tea, but any tea's really pretty much good for me. The cheapest of coconut oil moisturizing cream at your Dollar Tree for maybe $1. Now it's $1.25. It's no longer $1 at the Dollar Tree. We're going to talk about mud puddle and charcoal in powder form, and tooth whitening toothpaste, and why magnesium and selenium and zinc and vitamin C is so important. That's the key to being prepared to ride out the storm with the Czechchick. I'll be back in a moment to talk about more about cutting cans, filling up containers, and you want to have a couple extra gallons of water for that, because we have lots of overflowing toilets. We have, because of our grounds get saturated. I'm sure that's not new to some of you. And which soaps work the best for you? Which moisturizers? You may think these things are not essential. When your skin is suffering, or your skin is the only thing protecting you from your environment as your largest organ, your skin takes a beating. Mine has. I just found a new spot on my toe that I need to care for and see exactly what's going on. It almost looks like a spider bite. I hope it's not a brown recluse, but we did lots of trekking in the rain to the grocery store, of which a nightmare. I actually did a video, and I really don't even want to share it because it was so upsetting, so very frustrating. I got extremely worked up, and where was my toolbox? It should have been in my grocery cart, philosophically, it should have been sitting right there for me to use. Did I use it? I tried. I tried to be patient. I tried to understand why my money was not accessible yesterday. At the store, making a purchase. Again, making another purchase that morning. Paying a bill. My money is not accessible to me for no good explanation other than we don't know why. It's a security measure. Well, it's not a very secure feeling to be standing with perishable items in the grocery and you can't get out of there and get home and put your groceries away. Talk about feeling like a prisoner to your bank. I'm over that. In fact, that's, I think, enough said right there. 3 hours of my day wasted, no sunrise, and now we've got rain today. But we welcome the rain because we do need the hydration. With the moisture too and all the raining, you don't want to flush your toilet every time. You don't need to unless you absolutely have to, and I think you can pretty much figure that out for yourself. Hygiene is important. Your skin is important. Your favorite things you don't think you'll utilize, like a flip-flop that holds a nail file. Yeah, it did come in handy. And by the way, when I toasted another English muffin half that I had, that I don't really do English muffins, but when I toasted it, I made sure I had an unscented candle. Because actually, believe it or not, if you're sensitive to things, you can actually have a reaction by just the flame from a candle as you're heating up anything, whether it be your hands, your fingertips, or you're trying to toast something. So stay tuned. Ocean City, New Jersey, we love. Shout out to anybody up there. I think Nancy has passed away, Nancy Long, and Uncle Stanley Long. Had lots of great times over there, but we're prepping. We're grown up now, and we're prepping here with the Czechchick. Stay tuned. We'll be back soon. Be careful. Have fun. God bless.